think it's about time for another garden tour. So I'll take you for a little walk. First, let's just acknowledge that the squash is gone crazy and the watermelon. There used to be a walkway here, and there used to be a walkway here as well. So when I said I think I put too much, I meant I did. Now we do have some watermelons starting. Let's see, get that in frame. That one. There's a couple over here and a little baby one. And we have one that's a little bit bigger down there. Onions are growing well. I never ended up planting anything else in this bed, even though I said I was gonna. We just have the one potato plant that's going. Have a little squash down there. And then our random tomatoes, all looking really nice and healthy. They all have some tomatoes on them. So we'll be getting some of those soon. Some parsley, basil, some pepper plants. Now, these had a whole bunch of flowers on them a couple days ago. And you can see there's a few little peppers started. Got a really nice spaghetti squash down in here. And then another little one starting. This is going to be our first black-eyed Susan. So we haven't had a flower open up that I'm aware of yet. And then the borage, which is just a beautiful, beautiful flower. We have our cauliflower and cabbage. We got an okra that's ready to be picked. We have some peas that we planted a little later, which is nice because we have some that are we're harvesting right now, and then these will be a little later, which will be great. And then our macaroni peppers. So it's a bigger pepper. You can start to see some of the cabbage heads forming. They're looking like they're going to be some good sized ones in here, which is nice because we planted it really close together. The idea was to block out a lot of the weed pressure and to still get good sized cabbage heads is really nice. Then our potatoes, I've been going through and picking out any flowers just to make sure that the potatoes are focused on actually growing them than seed pods. And we had a random tomato plant that showed up in here. We have random tomato plants all over the place. This one's got some flowers on it. No idea what it's going to be. Oh, and it looks like we have some tomatoes starting. And then the corn. The corn is a lot taller than I am at this point. So it's pretty cool to see. We've never grown corn before. You can start to see some of the tops coming in. But this is something that we're going to be excited for. And there is a lot of it. We have over 200 stalks. And then somewhere, here it is, in this random corn, or not the random corn, in the corn is another random tomato. I don't see any tomatoes on it yet, but it's growing tall, trying to compete with the corn. And the corn is supporting it, which is nice. And our zucchini plants, they are probably 3.5 to almost 4 feet tall right now. So they're providing other good shade for the corn, making sure we're keeping a lot of moisture in there. And we've been harvesting a ton of zucchini. Definitely liked it grilled with Parmesan. So nice. And we have our sunflower row. Sunflowers are about 5 feet, I would say right now. Pretty close to that. We got our 2 rows of tomatoes. And then at the back is the onions. And then of course, we have our marigolds all over the place. We've done some trimming, some pruning of the tomatoes. Really should have got ahead of it earlier, but it's a little chaos, but we're hoping for some good harvest still. We have our cucumber plants and our dill. We planted dill twice, so you can see the real large ones have already flowered. They're done, but then we have these nice fresh ones that's ready for harvesting and enjoying. Gonna have some of that on our salad tonight. We haven't had any cucumbers yet. Been peeking around trying to see if I can find any. Little guy down there. But we haven't had any yet. You're at a different angle than me. If you see one, let me know. The cucumbers are growing pretty well. They are getting some kind of pest chewing on the leaves. So we do have some leaf damage like this. Our jalapenos and our wax peppers. So there's a few wax peppers that are ready to be picked. Just one little jalapeno so far. We have our spinach that we're letting go to seed, so we're going to collect the seed off that. Put some more radish down, only a little bit took though. And then this is some purple velour beans. It's a bush bean. So they have a really beautiful flower on it. And based on the number of flowers, I'm hoping we get a lot of beans out of this. We've never tried this variety before. Then we have our sugar spirit, I believe, peas. And these have been just producing, and we've been snacking on that. And then check out this borage plant. Oh my gosh, just stunning. So many flowers. It's amazing. Such a beautiful plant. And the flowers are all edible. And then we have some black-eyed Susans that hopefully will be opening soon as well. We have our beets. I think the beets are getting really close to being ready to harvest. And then we planted a second planting of beets here. Some took, some didn't. We'll throw some more seed in the ground and see what happens before the end of the season. We have our carrots. The tops are looking good. Hopefully the bottoms are nice as well. We have our 2 different types of lettuce. And we've been harvesting that daily, having a lot of salads. But it looks like we're not even touching it. It's just producing so much. And we have our snow peas, our giant snow peas. Again, doing a lot of harvest on that. Then we got our kale. This was the arugula that had gone to seed. We're just letting it go and we'll do some collecting. And we have some Swiss chard. And this is where the beets were. And then this row here is our different bean varieties. There were so many different seeds left over, some not labeled. And some we weren't sure if they were pole or bush. We were just hoping they were all going to be a bush variety. You can see some here are a pole variety and they want to climb. I have something to put down so they can do a little climbing, but I don't have enough for all of it. So we'll pick and choose where that's going to go and try to get the most out of it. And then this last, or the raised beds, a lot of that's gone to seed. So our mustard has gone to seed. The arugula has gone to seed. We do have Swiss chard and carrots in there. And then this bed is our chives, Tiny Tim tomatoes, some basil, some lemon balm, and then we have more of those black-eyed Susans. The Tiny Tims is such a good producer. Like it produces so many tomatoes in such a little place or little space. They don't have a lot of flavor though, but they're good. They're a good little stacking tomato. And we have our nasturtiums, some celery, some more squash, and some different herbs. I found that our raised beds don't seem to be doing as good as our in-ground. And I expected the opposite. I really expected the raised bed to do better. It did settle quite a bit. We're going to have a lot of opportunity to add more compost next year. But they had a lot more compost than the beds did. So I was really hoping they would produce more. But it's all part of the learning curve. So overall, we've been harvesting a lot. There's going to be a lot to harvest soon. Once those tomatoes, cucumbers, and corn happen, a lot to preserve.